Okay, so yeah, I'm out doing what works for my schedule right now, which is a 2 a.m. workout. 2 a.m., no joke. And so I started yesterday on a new journey. I've got some real major life changes coming up this year, and I felt like I was kind of struggling with my attitude, with keeping the positive focus and being able to do what I need to get done every day. So I have a friend that we talk about meditation and positive thinking and all these different things, how it affects our attitude and relationships and everything else. And I said, I'm struggling a bit. I got to be honest, I'm struggling. Send me your best links. And the link below to this teaching by Louise Hay, her basic overview of what she is about, was one of the links she sent me. And so I listened to the whole thing yesterday morning while I did my walking. And I really was blown away. Now, I got to be honest, some of this, the universe will bring you this, that, and the other. Frankly, I have a little bit of a hard time wrapping my mind around that concept. I'm more of a literal person. But the power of positive thinking, I mean, that's scientifically proven. It really is. And I really enjoyed the way she put together this teaching because she goes through these different phases of, well, not phases, but sections of your life and just attacks them one at a time. And as she's going over each one of these and talking about some common misconceptions and then the way we need to be thinking about them to really change our focus, she'll add in little anecdotes from her life, and they aren't very long, but they're pretty powerful. I mean, nearly every one I heard, I almost literally sat up and it really got my attention. Some pretty remarkable facts about her life. And I like the fact that it wasn't just a bunch of feel-good crap, but there really is just a lot of common sense to it. A lot of common sense, a lot of logic, not this extreme pie in the sky stuff. But it just really felt like sitting down and having a talk with your grandma and her setting you straight on some stuff you need to do in your life. She's about 76, I believe, when she makes this recording. But yeah, the common sense, the logic, the anecdotes from her life, so interesting. And then on top of that, there's a couple of different places where she's got just a little bit of Betty White in her, which I love. I love that sense of humor and that spunk. But yeah, it's like sitting down to have a talk with your grandma and she's saying, hey, time to get it together. You can do better than what you've been doing. And, as far as the power of positive thinking, I mean, it really is scientifically proven. And if you think the power, well, it would be the power of positive thinking or negative thinking. If you think that doesn't matter, then why is it that anytime there is testing on a drug or a medical procedure, they test and will give statistics for what percentage of success there is from the placebo effect. And the placebo is basically, it might be sugar water or some pill or whatever that has no chemical effect whatsoever. And they're just using it to test the psychological effect on the patient of thinking they're being treated with a drug or procedure for, this X, Y, or Z condition. So what's the effect just of their thinking? And, the effects might surprise you just how high they can really be from the placebo effect. And that's, again, the power of positive or negative thinking. So this is scientifically proven. And, the way we think, it it controls our mental focus throughout the day, and that mental focus directs our physical energy, our mental energy, everything we're working on for the day. It affects it in such a powerful way. And I tell you, there's people out there, especially celebrities, top athletes, people trying to go for gold at the Olympics. And I mean, when they have the money to do it, there are people who are paying as much as, like, say, even $25,000 in a year for coaching from the likes of, say, Tony Robbins, somebody who really knows what they're doing. And these are people who are extremely successful, so I'm thinking they probably know, that this is something they need to do, and they're going to get their money's worth if they're going to pay 5 figures for coaching. So, this is a very real deal. It's not just some mumbo jumbo. It's not voodoo or witchcraft. It really impacts everything you do. Your thinking. Your thinking is such a powerful tool. And the bottom line is, if you don't have that mental focus, you are not going to get done what you need to do. So, anyway, today is day number 2 of listening to this really basic all-around teaching by Louise Hay. I'll put the link in the comments below, in the description below, and I really hope you'll take some time and check it out and see, here's going to be your proof. How do you feel when you get started listening to this, and by the time you get done listening, whether you're listening while you're driving or whatever? And I feel like I need to listen to it while I'm conscious, not just while I'm sleeping. Although I do believe that sleep learning has an effect. I want to listen to it while I'm fully awake and thinking about what she's saying. But, here's going to be the proof, is just listen and see, how do I feel and what's my attitude by the time I get done listening to this? How much did it affect my attitude through the day? And let me tell you, I could really feel the effects just through day 1 yesterday. It really made a difference in where I was by the end of the day. And my circumstances were not in my favor. I had a very stressful day. So I really encourage you to experiment with this and see what the power of positive thinking can do for you.